Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a short stop motion animation film using Flipgrid. So the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you've set your computer or your phone up in a stationary position. So if you're using your phone, you need to make a tripod or use a tripod so that your phone isn't moving around because it needs to stay in one spot. If you're using your computer, set it up and don't move it again once you have it in the right spot, okay? That's really important that your camera stays in one place the whole time during this filming. Once you've done that and you have things laid out on your screen and you're ready to record, you're gonna come down here to Options. And again, I'm just using Flipgrid to do this. And I'm going to hit the mute button, okay? The reason I'm hitting the mute button is just so I don't get a lot of extra noise or interference with things going on in my house in my video. The next thing I'm going to do is I make sure that everything's set up and ready to go. Now, what you have to remember is that when you're doing your film, you are going to be making one movement per second, okay? And you're going to be hitting stop and start a lot when you go to record. So I've got my shoes in the position I want them in. I will take a 1 second shot of what you see on the screen. I'm going to make sure that I have everything in place, and then I'm going to hit the record button here so that the bar up here, this bar is going to count us down. And it's actually really helpful for this because it's going to tell us when it's gone down to 1 minute and 29 seconds. I'm going to hit pause again. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. Okay, I took my 1 second shot and I hit the record button to pause it. So you can see up here that I have filmed 1 second. So before I film again, the next thing I have to do is think about what my next move is. So I'm gonna make one move and then I'm gonna record for 1 second. So I'm going to take this shoe and I'm gonna move it like this. And now I'm gonna take a 1 second shot of this. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. So I come here, I'm gonna hit record. It counted down for 1 second and I hit pause again. Okay, I'm going to make one more move with my shoe. So it's gonna be right here. And I'm gonna take another 1 second shot. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, so I hit pause again. I'm gonna make another move, one move with my shoe, and I'm gonna hit record again. So I'm watching the bar count down, so it's gone down already. I've already filmed 5 seconds, okay? So next, I'm gonna think about what I want to happen next in my film. So I want my other shoe to come out. So right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make one move with my shoe. And I'm gonna film 1 second. And I hit pause again. I move my shoe one spot, and I'm gonna film 1 second. And I hit pause. I make another move. Film for 1 second. Okay, now I've got to decide what I want to happen next with my shoes. So this shoe is going to come forward and I'm going to record for 1 second. And let's move this one forward one more spot. Record. I'm going to move this one out and record. Then I'm gonna move it one more spot this way and hit record. So I'm always making sure my hand is out of the shot, and that's hard to remember. I had to redo my initial film 3 times because by the end I'd forget, oh wait, my hand's still in the shot. So you gotta make sure your hand's out of the shot. And again, this is gonna take some practice to get this right. It may take you a couple of tries. All right, so I'm gonna move this guy one move. So you think about it as one move per second. Now I'm gonna move both of them for one movement. Move both of them again. One more. One movement. One movement. So I'm making one movement, one shot for 1 second. Okay, move this guy forward. This one forward. One movement, one shot. I'm thinking about what I want these shoes to do now. So one movement, one shot. And that's it. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the next button and I'm gonna watch my film. So you see how it begins to create an animation where things are moving and we're not seeing my hand in any of the shots. This is a very basic technique and it's a good place to start learning how to do basic stop motion animation using a figure. The more you practice, the better you get. There are apps out there, as mentioned in the video tutorial I asked you to watch, which you are welcome to explore and that I have on my phone and have used in the past to do basic stop motion animation. But hopefully it gives you an idea of how to use Flipgrid and the camera that's already there and the features that are in Flipgrid to create a really cool and fun animation. Okay, so once you've checked it and you're happy with it, you're just gonna hit next, and then you'll post that to Flipgrid. So you can put in your title, shoes on the loose. And hit submit. Of course, you're going to wait for that to upload, so on and so forth. But as soon as you have that done, you have created a short stop motion animation film. Remember, in the rubric, you've got to do a 10-second film. Mine was a lot longer than 10 seconds. I bet you can make one that's longer than 10 seconds too.